There comes a time in every man's life where he has to go, wait, I own this game? When the hell did I get this? When I came up with this series, I grabbed my wife who knows nothing about video games and told her to pick me 5 random games. That way I would have an unbiased choice of games to play, and this was one of the ones she was the most adamant on. Super Daryl Deluxe was a Kickstarter game that was from Dan and Gary Games, a 2-man group comprised of, Dan Plate and Gary Porter. The game was released in 2015, so I thought maybe I got an upgraded version or something. Nope, that's just the actual name of the game. Super Dalton Deluxe is a Metroidvania where you play as the titular silent protagonist as he gets into major hijinks. Now, if you don't want to be spoiled, I suggest you skip to the timestamp on screen, because if you really want to enjoy this game, I ask you please play it blind, because its story is amazing. They're gone? Alright, cool. The story starts out with Kent and Eli, the top 2 students of Waterfall High School, graduating at the highest of honors. So many honors that they had to create all new awards for them. Contemplating what their next move is, this duo decides to make a self-help book, one that causes world peace. 30 years later, our hero Darius arrives on his first day of school at Waterfall and gets wrapped up in Paul and Alan's textbook selling scheme. Throughout these hijinks, they sneak into science classrooms to find out what may look like simple allusions to Daryl, but turn out to be actually happening once you find the princess locked up in a vent in school. Just trying to find simple tools to help out Paul and Alan turns to crazy adventures where you're traveling through warped realities of classrooms to complete quests given by your classmates, and the many characters such as Napoleon, Caesar, Scrooge, Mozart. Oh shit! Hey, there goes Bilbo! Look like he's been down bad, hasn't he? I shouldn't have taken him on that adventure last episode, huh? Eventually, you'll learn through your mentor, the janitor, that Ken and Eli did in fact create world peace with their book. Yet during their tour, Eli found down an up escalator for 3 straight days, and everyone was so at peace they didn't realize poor Eli was falling to help him. It's pretty fucked up when you think about it. That changed something in him, causing him to write his second book. This book put the world in a trance for God knows how long until the trance mysteriously broke. Everyone realized it was their faults and called them the most evil people to ever exist. And these reality... I can't speak in every episode, I swear. And these reality warping classrooms are a product of kidnapped students and this giant machine that channels the thoughts that alter the fabric of reality. And that explains why the school is so empty. I haven't lost you yet, right? Okay, I haven't? Alright, cool. You go around destroying these machines, blowing up the past, traveling rifts of reality, fighting honor students and robot vice principals, all uncovering the mystery of what happened, only to fight the final boss, Eli, who's the new principal of the school. I must say the final boss fight might be one of the best final boss fights I've ever experienced in any video game ever. It isn't about how hard the boss is, but just how fucking crazy everything gets when you compare it to the start of the game, and you just can't help but get pumped. Like, look at this shit. Like, you can't tell me this isn't amazing, like what you're saying. All of this story pays off really well with the way the game's art and music is designed. The school theme is so memorable that I find myself throughout the day just going. The art style is often hilarious off the merit before you even get into the animation. It just oozes style. Daryl is such an amazing protagonist because of the way he looks. He's literally silent. He doesn't say anything, and the characters express that. And his face, his dance, everything about him just is so fun to me. Each world feels distinct, and the game can switch up from historically accurate and artistic looking marble and ancient paintings to Tron to toddler doodles, and it's all perfectly expressed with the way Diego has moves are expressed. Certain moves rank up and gain new properties once reaching new levels, and with each rank, these animations become more and more over the top. For example, a simple water dash can turn into surfboarding over a shark, or a whack-a-mole can turn into a crazy heavy metal spikes. The environments are showcased in a way that make each screen memorable. Frankenstein's castle feels like Dracula's castle in Castlevania. It's big, it's expansive, it's confusing, needing to take a map to remember the exact ways where you came from. The battle with Napoleon takes place over a goblin encampment and actually feels like a war zone, with mortars dropping, allies fighting alongside of you. And sounds have like a certain crunch to them I can't really describe, but it makes it feel like you have weight to them. Even if the enemies don't really move or act like you just hit them with a super heavy attack, it still feels good and looks and sounds good. Since this game is a Metroidvania, a lot of people call it a RPG-vania, but I don't really know what the difference is because most Metroidvanias now have RPG elements anyway. Tangent aside, you do the usual leveling up, getting new gear, crafting, etc, etc. Combat is actually the most interesting mechanic in this game. You get 4 abilities that you map and make combos out of these abilities. Some have really good synergies, and timing each ability back to back can make for interesting combat situations. I normally play a healer or the heaviest hitter in any video game I play, so having so many options for close combat, including dashes, stuns, range attacks, they all work together so well that no matter what you choose, except self-destruct. Fuck self-destruct. Throughout the game, you have the main quests and also side quests, which work mostly like a checklist of things to gather, kill, and to do. They give you textbooks. This is the currency used to purchase and upgrade abilities, gear, and sometimes even other things. The real charm of the game is that the world design and how everything comes together to make one coherent world, even though it's literally being ripped apart by the fabric of reality. Eventually, you get certain skills like double jumping, a dash with its own set of skills, the buy 4, and also a fast travel, which comes a little too late in the game, I feel. But then again, there's so many side quests at that time that I was so busy doing the side quests, I didn't realize that the main quest was even happening. A lot of the times I would finish a quest and be like, fuck, I already overleveled this quest reward, this shit is useless. Eventually you unlock an arena mode and a boss rush mode that allows you to play with specific loadouts or even against the waves of enemies with certain parameters for special gear and set bonuses that actually help out for most of the game. Overall, Super Daryl Deluxe is a sleeper hit. One I feel like needs attention that it deserves now. Quirky art, if you like it, you'll definitely love this game, especially if you love Metroidvanias. I would say this is probably top 5 Metroidvanias I've ever played, and I've only played 5 Metroidvanias. This game will keep you wrapped up in the 30 hours of gameplay. Those side quests can be a clusterfuck, and some jokes can even though make me audibly laugh, can make cringe for some other people. This game might be one of the best games I've ever played. It's not an exaggeration as I scratch the back of my head. I'm being dead ass. Ooh, sidebar. I think it was Humble Monthly I got this game from. I don't know. But all I know is you should play this game. Like always, if there is any game that you want me to play, my Steam library is always open. And I have other things that I also have that I could play. I don't have just the GameCube. I have other consoles as well too. I'm definitely interested in what Dan Gary can do with their next game. I feel like this game is a good platform for them to jump off of, and I feel like they can excel. I'm very excited for whatever they do next in the future. I think I was like stalking their Twitter, and I think they were working on another game. I couldn't tell. I didn't know. But I definitely will look forward to that. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe or whatever the fuck YouTubers say when they finish these videos, because I never know what to say at the end of these videos. And I'm just gonna let you guys listen to this soundtrack. If my entire video and 8 minutes of ranting didn't inspire you to play this video game, how about this kick-ass song? Sing it, baby!